shoot and use your left or try to use your left.
If you're used as a guy, if you're used to using your right hand, right? When you use your left hand, it feels like you're having an affair.
Yeah, I swear, it feels like you're cheating, bro.
Stop.
It feels unfamiliar. Like, damn, what is this?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It feels really funny. Like, it feels really funny. Like, you gotta put more work in. It's weird.
Yo, you have to be ambidextrous,
it's really
bro.
Weird. Like, now if you're ambidextrous, so you can like use both hands.
Yeah.
Good to go. But like when you're just right-handed like me, and my right hand at the moment is messed up.
Yeah.
Left hand, I'm like, I look at my hand, I'm like, you know
can't
what?
do anything.
You're not worth me.
You're not even worried about DJing, bro.
No. That's the least of his problems.
That's the least of your
You look at
concerns.
your left hand, you're like, you know what? It's not me, it's you.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
I love
It's
it.
the mics are open episode
Oh my god.
197.
Yeah.
Episode 197.
Oh,
How you
you're
guys
almost
doing,
hitting
man? My name's
200.
G-Money.
Ashley.
Oh, Andy Young.
Welcome back, my brother.
Thank you,
Like,
man.
you come back, are you tanned? Have you been in the sun?
You know, no. There's that. Also, Austin tells me I look beautiful. I look better than I've ever looked before.
No, you're glowing, bro.
I am.
You're actually
Damn.
glowing.
Yeah, rest is good for the soul, man.
Yeah?
Clearly.
Yeah. But I've
Yeah.
just been chilling, man.
Yeah, you look at you
Yeah.
like he's come from an island somewhere, bro. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yo,
Yeah.
but big up Tonio Kibbs,
John Melly.
John
Yeah.
Melly, Hafari.
Course.
This
Eli-
guy is
oh,
held
yeah, it was-
down.
it was with you.
Yeah, I was here when
Barry
Eli
was here
was
as
here.
well.
Barry, big up Barry.
Your friend as well
Yeah.
from Nigeria.
Oh, Ugo as well.
Oh,
but
Yes,
Ugo,
Ugo,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Big up
Calvin's not here
everyone.
today because he's got the shits.
Literally.
Calvin. Big
Yeah.
up Calvin as well.
mean
Yeah.
it. Literally.
He's got a running stomach, so he's not here today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let's not run that risk on the pod. It's the mics are open, not the doors are open.
Keep it over
Oh,
there.
wow. We've actually
Yeah.
had very many people come by the studio since you went on your little hiatus.
My replacement, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah, I know. Still can't.
But
you know,
nobody
anyway.
can replace
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Andy.
You see, you spend too much time with me, Ashley.
Wow.
Yo,
I'm
how come you guys
influenced.
didn't talk about passport bros,
I
man?
feel like a wing man here. What's it? Passport bros.
Yeah.
What's that?
Damn, you didn't see there was, I think about 2 weeks ago, there was this whole conversation online, especially in the States, where American men are now flying out of America to find love, to interact with women from abroad.
Yo, but
you know.
that's been going. That's been happening.
Yeah.
It's like when I was in the States the other day, like, well, it wasn't the other day now, it was like a year ago. Like, my pal in Atlanta is dating in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And like literally doing that
Back
ATL
and
to
forth.
New York to.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, women, this is literally the definition of if you really wanted to.
Now why did you have to? It had nothing to do
You
with
gave
that.
it to me. It was right there.
Did I now? No pause.
Whoa, whoa.
But the babes were worked up because they felt like men are going to take advantage of gullible women.
Why?
And the most interesting thing about that was, why are women sneak dissing other women? Because you're basically saying that they're not in the right place to make decisions for themselves when approached by guys. Like, I'm not able to make my own decision and understand that this guy came all the way from the States just to clap cheeks, or he's looking for something. Yo, I can make that decision for myself. I don't need a babe who is miles away saying something on my behalf, and
Right.
she's not in a place to experience
She's not
what
in
I'm
my position.
experiencing
Well, I
right
mean,
now.
I think I look at it this way. It's like, I think essentially everybody is as much as men are toxic, women are toxic. Essentially, everybody at the end of the day wants to be with someone.
True.
Yes.
100%. Like, no matter how toxic you want to present, you do want to spend your life with somebody, right?
Yeah.
I just genuinely think that at the end of the day, it's like sometimes if a man, especially in the States, is like has the option to travel, it's like, let me go and date someone in London or France or Kenya, and someone who's just not touched by all of this bullshit. You know what I'm trying to say? Because bro,
I hear you,
even
bro.
as somebody, like I look at the both sides of the story, and sometimes it's like you know, let's say something happens on Shade Room or something, yeah. Fam, it's so funny seeing the opinions that many of those women have on other women.
True.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a given that they're gonna diss men. It's a given that you ain't shit. But then you see, like, if a woman will say, you know, end of the day, I think it's time for us as black women to stop dissing men. Let her put that shit up on the internet. She will be okay, Miss Pick Me.
Yeah, pick me. Yeah, they're gonna call her pick me. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those. I really
Women
think,
are vile, bro.
No, it's a
Damn.
lose-lose at the end of the day because it's true what they
Lose,
say.
lose.
Like, yeah, because women are their worst enemies. Let's
Okay,
start
yeah,
there,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you do. If you date someone who's in Nairobi, if you date someone who's in Nigeria, in London,
There's something. There has to be something.
you know?
Yeah, I think you know what it is. It's like, and I think that the thing is, it's like, you know, previously, and I don't know, go back in the day or whatever, but previously, imagine you didn't have to hear popular opinion when you were in a relationship. Like, I think about past relationships that I've had, and when I realized it, you know how beautiful it was a relationship between you and just that person.
Yeah.
It's like there was no Twitter, there was no noise, there was no IG, I don't even think there was any Facebook.
The only thing
like,
that was there was the committee.
Was
The
the
committee has been there since time
the
immemorial.
committee's
Yeah.
always been there.
Yeah.
And your girls,
girls.
friends, not all of your girl or girls friends are not all gonna like you. That's a given, right?
Yes.
Facts.
There has to be one there has to be
Mother
one,
hen.
There's one that sees through you. Yeah, but
Why you maybe she wants you.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you see, the thing is,
Bro, you'd be surprised how many babes in your circle want your nigga, bro.
That's why I don't bring my nigga around my circle.
No, now you have to let them do their own thing because you can't control the situation to that level. You know, just let them.
Right.
Do you not trust your guy?
oh,
I
here
don't
we
trust
go.
my-
Wait, pause. Can we finish here?
Yes.
Sorry,
so what
go
I'm
on.
saying is, it's like there was a lot less noise,
Yeah.
a lot less group think. You have people right now in their lives making decisions based upon what they think everybody's gonna think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
or
I'm
how
trying
it's
to say.
gonna look
Can you,
in the
can you
in the
imagine, like,
public
it's
eye.
Valentine's next week, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be so much man loving up on their girl, but they're gonna leave their phone at home. They're gonna be like, yo, I'm up in the club, I'm doing this, I'm with whatever. That day, let me tell you, if your boy's phone is silent, like, you know, someone like me who posts a lot,
We
Yeah.
shall know. Yeah.
and then on the 14th,
I'm not seeing the money on my
silence.
stories today.
Well, go on.
You know what's happening.
You know what's happening, but guess what?
Yeah.
Imagine guys are embarrassed to show that, bro. Like,
That's true.
Like you'll have the odd guy who'll be like, yeah, this is me and my queen going here.
Yeah.
But the majority of the sneak motherfuckers will be out doing their
Now,
thing.
post
but
it up,
hiding.
man. I like
Also, we're
couples
gonna see a
content,
lot of
man.
soft launches.
So
Hey,
good.
me wanna see hard launches this time round, man.
Show us the face.
Don't just show the arms. Show us the cabeard at least a little bit more.
No,
Yeah.
man, I just want like the accessories. You know, you can go back and see the man's accessories.
DCI.
Like I know what watch she has. You
Yeah,
know, I know
damn.
what ring you wear.
shit.
I'll go see.
You need
I
to
know the
switch it up.
tattoos on your arm. I'll be like, okay, where I saw this before, I'll find
Yeah,
you.
I think that, like, it's just a weird time to be a human, and I really do feel for I wouldn't even say Gen Z, because Gen Z have worked it out. They just don't care. Like,
They really don't.
they're just not invested. They're like, whatever. But it's
Whatever,
really
yeah.
hard if you're not Gen Z and you just think about, like, the demands placed upon the expectations of everybody else. You know, it used to be a lot quieter. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's also a good thing as well, because, fam, we didn't have memes back in the day. And memes are life.
So wait. I'm thinking about it the more, and I'm like, where was the tipping point? Where did things suddenly change?
That's a
'Cause
great question.
That says that this is what these people have been harboring in their hearts, but now that they have a platform where you can exercise
Express
the freedom
yourself.
of speech.
All right, well, bro, I can give you the chronology or the timeline. It's like,
Please.
I don't remember if any of you guys remember High Five. Vaguely, right? So High Five was
Yeah.
social media before social media, and I don't even. It's so long ago. I don't even remember how High Five worked. Austin, do you remember High Five?
Of course, it
So
does.
how
High
did-
five was like a WhatsApp or something.
No, it was a website, right?
Oh.
There was no apps in those days. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
It's a website. You log in and, like, you can give somebody a high five, and then you can talk to them, right? It was like that, yeah.
It was like Facebook poking.
It's like Facebook back in those days, poking
Yeah,
all that
poking,
shit, right?
ah,
So it's like High Five was the start of all of this shit, and that was being what I remember. Probably High Five was gotta be 90s, huh?
90s, yeah.
Early 2000s, yeah. Because late 90s. Because I remember I just got internet. And I can tell you the exact day I got my first internet connection.
You had internet in the 90s.
Yeah, but it was that dial-up one.
Wait, this is like after MySpace.
No, I can
This
remember.
is way before.
Way
Wait.
before.
Actually,
Early
una
90s?
reveal
No,
manze.
high five
Unaji
was
expose
before
bwana.
MySpace. Then
Okay.
but the thing now
Umekuja juzi.
but now MySpace, then MySpace came, right?
Yeah.
But MySpace was never like it was social media, but it was more to do with music.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? It was
Yeah.
more skewed towards music. And then Facebook came. And that changed everything. Because I remember Facebook was floating around in 2006, 2007. So when I left the UK, I remember opening a Facebook page and adding all of my people from One Extra. And I said, this is the way I'm going to keep in touch with you guys.
Yeah.
So then Facebook was there. Because remember, in those days, there was no Facebook app.
Yeah. You literally had
You
to
had
go on your
log
web.
in
Yeah.
to Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Now, fast forward a few years, and then Twitter and IG came.
Yeah.
Twitter changed
The game.
the game. Because if you remember, now we have 280 characters to be toxic. Fam, in those days it was 140.
Oh,
Guys don't
really?
even remember. You don't remember what? Do you guys even
I,
know?
no, I was a laggard. I was a late bloomer with Twitter.
With my-
Twitter, I remember it was a big deal when Twitter went from 140 characters to 280 characters. So that's why guys on Twitter are so vicious. Because you have to be toxic.
That opportunity that you get to
Bruh,
take it.
You have to be toxic in 140 characters, bro.
The creativity.
Those clapbacks in those days,
The proper.
they were proper. They were 5 words, bam, knockout blow. You get me?
Yeah.
So after that, I went and increased to 280, and then what happened? Instagram.
Yeah. Now all the pictures.
And let's go back. Do you remember when Instagram, and if you're a late blossomer, Instagram video only used to be 15 seconds.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
15 seconds.
Yeah. That's when they had that brown logo.
Yeah, 15 seconds, bro. There, you can't floss in 15
You
seconds.
can't do shit in
Remember, like
15
reels
seconds.
now, you chop it up, and 1 minute you're in San Tropez, next minute you're in Diani, next minute you're in
World tour.
Yeah, you're on a world tour in 30 seconds
Yeah.
on reels.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I think the change started because I think Twitter and IG are the culprits. You know what I'm trying to say? Facebook was there for a minute, but Twitter and IG, Twitter gave you the opportunity to have a conversation with somebody you should never have a conversation with. And like, I know I'm going on, but you know, so that's why it's beautiful to talk. Big up P. Degger from Pocket.
Oh, yeah.
So big up Degger. And he was having a conversation, and we had a conversation last week. And you know what he said to me? He said, bro, do you realize why people are so toxic on social media or in general? Because there's no consequence. Think about it. I can write and say, Andy, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're whatever you done this, you're a pussy hole. There's no consequence. Back in the day, I tell someone to go suck your mum, it's on site. You have to be able to, like in Jamaica, say you have to be able to defend it. So if you and then it really made me think about so many of our situations in life.
Yeah.
Fam, we've raised a whole set of people who don't know what consequence is.
Yeah,
It's like
nobody's-
the guy who poured the water on Mike Tyson in the plane, and Mike turned around and fucked him up.
Yeah.
And then the guys were like, you know what? You harass this guy, Mike goes free.
Yeah.
There was a consequence.
And
There's
that's
no
Mike,
consequence.
bro. What do you
Because
expect?
people
Yeah.
talk shit and they're fine. Like, I'm never going to see this person. Or if I see them, like, I'm going to, I don't know, have backup.
But yeah, I'm
or it's in
about
a
that. Yeah, I'm
secure
about
place.
that.
But now you
About
should be
what?
able to talk your talk and, you know, put actions
No,
to it.
why do we need to act? This is why social media is there in the very first place. It's virtual. Do you see the way we have the simulation theory?
Yeah.
That we're probably somewhere not having this experience but also having this experience
same time,
at
yeah.
the same time, right? Without any consequences in the real world. but you have consequences in this world that can amount to whatever they amount to. For example, if G attacks me on Twitter, maybe the worst that can happen is a clapback, or I go fish for some old photo in the 80s, I expose him,
Yeah.
Those are the consequences that I'm gonna get,
Right.
over there. But that's what they have amounted to. That's
Right.
what social media rather is meant to be. It's the confines of this space.
Right.
Let's do this over here.
I understand
So
And
that
leave it in there.
it doesn't need to get
right
out of this place.
Yeah. But I'm saying is now look at the consequence of having no consequence.
Yeah.
The consequence of having no consequence is that you can use this tool to destroy people's lives viciously and vindictively, and that
Yeah.
can't be a good thing.
Yeah.
You can use this tool to end people's careers. That cannot be a good thing, whether
Yeah.
there's consequence. So the consequence of having no consequence, which is why governments have tried to put in controls on social media, is because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
It's like when you think about it, it's like, back in the day, you hear all of these stories where, for example, a black man has been sent to jail for 20, 30 years for a crime he didn't commit. There are people whose lives have been ruined for crimes that they didn't commit.
Yeah.
In the real time. So having no consequence, as much as we want to live into a society where there are no boundaries, there has to be consequence. Because if there's no consequences, then we don't need laws.
True.
So what's the way forward?
There's no moral towards
We're
it.
fucked. There's no way. Look, bruh, let me tell you, fam. We are fucked. We are proper
Because you
fucked.
see on like
Let's close
social
shop and go
media,
home.
you don't
Yeah,
need
like,
morals. Like
you
you
know-
don't need morals. Then there's no ethics. There's nothing that's governing you.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I'm gonna give you another crazy way my brain works. When I was a kid, right? When I was raised by my grandma, as everybody knows, right? When my grandmother came to raise us, yeah. Do you know what I used to pray at night? I used to pray at night and say, yo, because having lost my mom so young, I say, hey God, please protect and keep my grandmother till I'm at least 20. And I used to pray that prayer. Do you know why? Because I say to myself, when I get to 20, worst comes to the worst, if my grandma passed away when I'm 20, I can look after my brother, I can look after my sister. That was the way my brain worked as a child, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother lived till I was 40, a blessing, right? Do you know what my recent prayer has been? God, please don't let AI take over until I'm gone.
Wow.
Like, bro, I don't
Like,
want
let me not be here.
Can you imagine being 70, fam? And there's
And
no
they-
police officers. There's just machines walking on the street.
Yo.
It's gonna be fucked.
Have you seen this thing on Twitter?
I don't want it,
But
bro.
but
It's-
what
it's
if
happening
it
soon.
works?
I don't want it.
What if it works?
Fam, do you what? Can you imagine, bro? Like in 10 years' time, and I'm
Sorry.
serious, bro. I think about this shit. Imagine, let's say, inshallah, or not even inshallah, God forbid. Let's just say, let's just say I'm getting old. Let's say I need a procedure.
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, can you imagine going into a fucking
A hospital.
and you like the doctor says to you, the human doctor says to you, okay, G-Money, I'm afraid you're gonna have to lose that meaty dick of yours. Now,
Whoa.
I knew it was ED. I knew it was ED.
Yeah.
Had to be ED.
right? So then, that's the diagnosis, yeah. Now you go into the fucking surgery, and the precision of the AI beats any doctor. It's scientifically proven.
Accuracy is 99.9%.
99.9%, bro, fam. So when you're going for this operation now, you go for this operation, fam. It's like putting your fucking card into an ATM. You put your card into the ATM. Next,
Next. Imagine if it
And
glitches.
that's a wrap, yeah.
fam. Like, bro,
What do you want? You want to be cuddled after that,
fam? Let me
bro? Yo,
tell
pay
you.
the bill and get out of here, man.
Nah, fam. Like,
Saying it's emotional.
it's like the other day, right? I know I'm talking a lot, but the other day I had to go and do an MRI. Right? I had to go and do a brain scan. And shit, I need to go for the results next week. So because I was having headaches, yeah. So I went to do this MRI, right? Now, anyone who knows me knows that I am claustrophobic to the max. Like, fam, I can't even get in a bus, you know? Imagine me going out for this MRI.
Yeah. Have to
Now,
stay still.
Bruh. So shout out to the doctor or the MRI person who was there. I'm like, do you have to put me all the way in?
Oh my god.
And he's like, yes, you know, you have to
Said
go.
pause.
You have to go all the way in. And I'm like, yo, but my feet gonna be out. He's like, well, it's a head scan. So what we can do is we can push you in like 3/4 of the way, but you're right up to. And I'm like, okay, cool.
This is not sounding like
yo,
something medical.
I'm like, okay, do me a favor, yeah. Put me in, then take me back out again.
Was his name Dr. Ringding?
So bro, like, literally.
Also, why is a man talking you into a tight space, bro?
Yo, fam, let me tell you, he had bars. Yes. So like,
Ooh,
okay. So like, he's like, yo, I'm
he had
gonna
bars.
push you in. I'm gonna push you in. You get comfortable, and then I'm gonna pull you back out.
There's no foreplay.
Here's the
No
point.
music.
Here's the point. Yo, then he goes, do you want earphones or not?
There you
Come
go.
on.
There you go. Some game.
I'm like,
some
I'm
game.
like, no, because when I put the earphones in, I
Yeah.
felt like I was in claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Here's the point I'm making, bro. It took like 25 minutes to get it in.
Because you can't. Whoa. No lube.
To get me in. So yeah, so
Some
like
lube,
25
bro.
minutes to get in. But the thing about it was, he could see that I was
You're anxious, yeah.
anxious, bro. Like,
He needed to hold your hand
And I
through
get
it.
that. Yeah, because
So
you have
now-
to ask questions.
so like, how long is it gonna last? He's like, it's gonna be like
Now I
4
can
years.
take this conversation
This
serious.
was not medical. This is
Yo, dog, how long is it gonna last? He's like, yeah, about 40 minutes.
okay.
But the point I'm making,
It's a long thing.
the point I'm making is like, he goes, it's gonna be noisy. Okay, let me stop. So anyway,
Yo,
but
I'm
here's the
trying to take you
point.
seriously,
But here's the
bro.
point. The point I'm
Yeah.
making is, fam, I was mad anxious.
Yeah.
Fam, the Android,
First time.
MRI, no, second time. So the point I'm making is, bro, an Android or AI ain't got time for that shit.
Nah, it'll be like, take your shit off, wear your
AI
gown.
is gonna be like,
get the fucking.
sir, you have to go inside that tube. I'm like,
Hey,
I'm like,
easy,
yo, I'm like,
easy.
easy. Sir, if you do not go into the tube, we will inject you and put you to sleep. We have 93 other patients to see today. Sir, what will it be? Injection or you go inside?
Oh, wild. But
man.
that's the thing, because we're also in communication, right?
Yeah.
Like our niche is talking to people and making people feel comfortable. I like talking to people. I like being friendly with people.
Fun.
Do you?
Like, I do. How do you think I'm friends with so many like waitresses or, you know, like askaris and
Oh,
stuff
I
like
actually
that?
has that face. No,
And-
it's the titties, bro.
It's the titties.
Yeah, I swear, bro. I kid you not. Do you remember even the first time we went for COVID testing? The lady who was registering guys, yo, bro, she was like, fast, yo, we don't have all day. But the moment Ashley just suddenly she has time for stories.
Oh, wow.
Where do you come from again? Wow, oh, okay. Where's this conversation? Yo, you hurried
Because
up
I'm
there.
nice.
Yo, she didn't, bro. You had a mask on, bro.
I said hi, Sasa Bariako,
It was
how
the
are
titties.
you?
It was the
How's
titties.
It's the titties. I mean,
Alright,
it's the
yeah.
titties, but I get what you're saying. Like that communication.
Fam, like, let me tell you how
the titties.
you can change this shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, like if you next time you travel abroad, wherever it's SA or you go to Dubai, you go wherever you go, bro. Do you know how funny it is when I go into a store? You go into a store and you're checking you self-service.
Yeah.
So you walk into the store, yeah, and first of all, you know, like I can't lie to you. I just always think to myself, I wonder if I could steal this shit and not get caught. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Just
So
bounce.
literally, you go, you have your bag here, you scan the goods yourself, you put it in the bag yourself, you put your card in, you pay yourself, you take the bag out. It says, do you need a bag? I always say no, but I'm taking a bag anyway. Like I have to steal something, and it's like self-service. But
She's
bro,
a criminal.
I leave there feeling so unfulfilled.
Yeah.
It's like even when you go shopping, imagine you go shopping, you go to Carrefour, yeah. We are so used to paying the person in the till,
Yep.
and then the guy packs our bag.
Yes.
Try that shit in Europe. You pack your own bags. So now I've paid at the till, and I'm like this. And the lady at the till's looking at me like, I'm like, wait, I have to pack my own bag,
They're not gonna pack themselves.
bro.
That's why Carrefour have that like section where if you don't have a lot of things, you just go through
Right.
it and then you pack your own things
Right.
and you leave.
Fam, Androids, what they call not Androids, all the
Droids
phones.
or
Droids or
AI generally.
AI, whatever. They ain't
Yeah.
have time for your bullshit.
There's this thing I've been seeing on TikTok. It's like a self-driven taxi. It's like a self-driven cab.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You've seen that, yeah?
Yes.
And then so the there've been a couple of videos where it glitches. So in the middle of the road, it just like stops. So they call the person. They have to call the person because when you walk into the cab, it literally goes like, "Hi Ashley, welcome to your trip," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Then it tells you your destination is XYZ. Then you try asking them question. One of them was just like, "You need to shut up and close the like mirror between the driver and the passengers." It closed that mirror up. It was like, "You need to shut up."
Yeah, personality. You have
but-
you have to equip AI with personality. You know,
Yeah.
give it a level
The
of sarcasm. Give it a
But, but bro, can you imagine? It's like, where does it stop? Like, where does it stop? Like, for example, judgment cases. Like, for example, let's say that now all of our judges are AI. Like, fam, like
We're
the
all
court,
going to jail.
the court system would work. Like, you can imagine, like you say, like we did the other day, and it's like, Your Honor, the mitigating circumstances are that on this particular day I was the the judge checks the fucking story, the CC cameras where you are,
Yeah.
everything you say in the instant moment is like,
Right there.
"Sir, according to your cell location on your phone and the CCTV camera, you were not there, you're lying, chirp, guilty, next."
yeah. And so will innocent people be freed?
Fam, we need VAR, bro. Like,
Facts. And you need someone to bullshit for you too.
But you see, the most interesting thing is, and I was having this conversation with Neville on the Chop Shop, why are computers the closest thing to humans that we built? Why? The closest thing to replicate us, because we're trying to replicate ourselves. These machines are not building themselves.
A human
It's-
has.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
you who will make it what you want it to be.
Right, but-
make it do what you want it to do.
but the problem is now, think about it.
So it's us. Yeah.
It's us, but it's not really us. It's one person or one corporation or one company.
Elon Musk. Yeah.
So it's
And-
agenda setting.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, for example, let's say Elon Musk controls all of the droids in the world, like at some point. And let's think about the functionality of droids, bro.
True.
Think about law and order, bro. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
If there's a siege here, let's say I'm keeping you guys hostage, and we call 911. Does 911 work over here?
No, it's 999.
999.
Yeah.
We dial 999, right? Yo, cops, there's a gunman in here. He's crazy motherfucker. He's got guns and shit. They don't have to send a cop in here to free you now. They're sending a droid.
Yeah.
You
And it'll
can't
be
kill
here
a droid.
faster than a cop, actually.
Think about it from a military perspective, bro. It's like, end of the day, imagine the country that can afford to make an army of 200,000 droids.
Yeah,
Sending that
it's-
shit
yeah.
to march into Ukraine, no loss of life, controlling that shit from a PlayStation 7 in
in
Gdansk.
some bunker.
But
yeah.
what happens when there's a glitch, though? That's
What do-
my fear is glitches.
But there's no,
like
but,
they're
there's,
glitches.
but think about it.
it's a machine still. Worst case
It's crazy.
scenario, the machine is dead.
It's anyway.
You're still there. You're the one who's controlling the
So
machine.
then-
What if it shoots everybody in the room, even the hostages?
Who cares?
Collateral. Now, those are some of the things.
The issues.
Yeah.
But now you think about it,
Wow.
right? Imagine, like, we don't know, fam. And I'm
But
not,
why are we thinking negative?
No,
things?
no. We've spoken about positive medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine could be positive. Like, for example, we already have precision key. Like, years ago, when you had a problem with your knee, they probably had to, like, do all sorts of shit, cut you
Yeah.
open. And stuff.
Oh, yeah,
now they
yeah.
can do keyhole surgery. The machine can go in
Yeah.
there. Fam, they can put cameras down your stomach to see if you have ulcers and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
True.
All of
yes.
those things, that's all positive. But imagine, and I'm sure this is happening, bro. You don't think like America, Russia and China and them places there are already building their droid armies?
They for sure are.
I'm sure they have.
I'm
already.
sure they are, bro.
Bro, there's even clips on TikTok of how they're trying to train them, see
Yeah.
how they can perform in
Yeah.
the field, their accuracy. They're taking them
Bruh,
through
the-
courses. It's
Boston-
already happened.
Boston Robotics have got this robot that walks like a dog, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like it actually walks like a fucking dog.
Yeah,
I
one
can't
of
get
us,
that
yeah.
though.
You don't have to feed it. You don't have to
feed it.
You
Now you
just
see, that's
dust
where
it.
you draw the line now.
Get to the corner and plug yourself in. Bad dog. Transform.
Are you
Now
talking
you're
to
a
the dog
cat.
or your
What's this-
girlfriend?
There's this series, Love, Death and Robots.
Oh yeah, I love
On
Death and
Netflix,
Robots.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when that old lady, like the first episode I watched was the old lady who has a little dog, and the dog is just barking at that. What is it? It's like a little robot thing that like cleans and makes sure everything is in order. The little dog is barking its head off. How does those things just went berserk and started killing every single person? She got away though, but that's why the
Wow.
dog was like barking at it. Because
Actually, it's a movie.
I don't care. It's Love, Death, and Robots. They've
yeah,
seen some.
more so an animation.
You see the
Let
way
alone
the
a movie
Simpsons
and
is so
animation.
accurate about so many things.
That's Simpsons.
Bruh,
Watch Archer, you'll be good.
Speaking about animations, bro.
Yeah.
Like more and more, I realized that, like how society has changed so much in the last 10 years, bro. I was watching an old edition of South Park.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
It's
Right now, we can't have South Park as it was back then.
Yo, even
Yeah,
Boondocks.
a lot of things. Yeah, Boondocks too.
Boondocks.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Bruh.
Yeah. Let's cross all the lines. Let's
All,
go.
all of them.
Yeah, let's cross all the lines. When
Bruh.
humor was humor.
But,
Yeah.
but you know, that's in our lifetime, bro.
Yeah.
As in, that's just the other day. Like
Again, where was the tipping point? Where did things change?
I
Where
mean,
one day you can say this, the next day you can, like even The Office, everybody who watches The Office,
yeah, true.
you know that there's some episodes that have been taken down.
Yeah.
There's episodes that can't even air.
Really?
There's some episodes that
Yeah.
can't be re-aired again because at the time it was coming out, those jokes were okay. You could say those things. But now,
Mainly from the what's the head of
no,
the
you've
the
asked a
office
really
called?
good
Phil.
question,
Phil.
bro.
yeah, Phil Dunphy, yeah.
Yeah.
When
The tipping point,
when
because
was
one
the
day you
tipping
can,
point? Like,
one day you can't. Yeah, agenda setting, bro. I think it's agenda setting.
True.
Yeah, because suddenly we woke up one day and you can't
And
say
we're
this.
also sensitive about every single thing. Like
Yeah.
it's never a joke anymore.
It's like
even if you joke.
I say it comes with a certain level of awakening. With every good things comes the other side, like the conversation we're having right now. AI. There's a good side to AI, but there's also the other side to AI where we feel like, damn, if you actually let them have all this control, it might not end well for the rest of us, right? It's give and take. There is the good and bad of everything. Even right now, cops, good cops, bad cops.
do you think that AI is the truth, though?
What do you mean the truth? Allen Iverson? Yes.
Sorry.
What is wrong?
Yes.
Sorry.
Basketball
I see
joke,
that, I see
basketball joke,
that, yeah.
Or for reference, there's a basketball player
They
called
figured
Allen
it out.
Iverson. AI.
I actually saw him
The
once.
answer. Really?
In Atlanta, looking like broke as fuck.
See, you've been in there with them boys' music
I
video, bro.
swear.
Oh yeah, that's
You've been
true.
everywhere, man.
Do you know what? I forget that shit. I was actually in that video for like a
Yeah.
millisecond.
A
A
millisecond, yeah.
millisecond. We need to pull that
We
up.
them boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it might-
need to
So
it
pull
might
that
be
up.
my
I
t-shirt.
feel like that's the tipping point because it's something that happens subconsciously over time. For example, if you take two people going through a similar experience, they're going to get maybe different perspectives
Outcomes,
from
yeah.
their worldviews. I might get something good from it. Someone else might get something bad from it. A good example is Thanos, right? The Infinity Stones. They could be used for good, bro. Like they all
They
have been
could,
used
they
for
could bring
good.
Calvin's dad back to life.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why
He's
did I
not
laugh?
even here.
Why did I laugh so hard?
Fuck.
This guy's on a whole.
Shit.
Did you see the Twitters during the weekend?
Bro.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but so you
IG.
see, that's why all superheroes were working so hard because this one guy is going to use it for the complete opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
Nuclear energy. Everybody knew that you can use nuclear energy for the best.
Yeah.
You know, we can create the
Clean
best
fuel,
equipment,
blah, blah,
you know,
blah.
everything. But the moment it landed on, you know, God knows whose laps,
Right.
we saw what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and everything else is history. So it's something that comes with everything, I guess, the
Yeah,
good and the
balance.
bad. So as much as this, because you're saying one day you can't do this, another day you can do this, right? The awakening has come with so much consciousness in that black people are not taking crap anymore. People in the office are not taking crap anymore.
Oh, hell
Millennials
yes.
and Gen Zs are not taking crap anymore.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. It's like there are some things that they're not taking that are not actually crap. Like for example,
Yes.
let's go back to Family Guy.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, Family Guy was being roasted. Why? Because they made a joke about Nipsey
Nipsey.
Hussle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the thing about it is, it's like, bro, like, come on, Family Guy has flown close to the sun for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
A long ass
A
time.
long time. Like,
Yeah.
there's some shit that they say on Family Guy, like, it is absolutely, like, when I watch it in hindsight, I'm like, wow, how
Photocopy.
How
How could
did
you
it-
have told years apart that
Yeah.
this? And the craziest thing with the animated series is it's even pictorial.
Yeah.
Like there's pictorial evidence.
Bro, there's a pedophile
Yeah.
in Family Guy, the old guy who wants Chris to come over. Hey, Chris, do you want to come over and stroke my neck?
Oh yes.
Like, there's a sex maniac.
They try telling us, bro. They try
There's like,
telling us.
what's
Wow.
his name? Quagmire.
Yeah.
Mine's a sex
He
maniac,
is
bro.
a sex
They
maniac.
make jokes about my man with no legs, Joe. Like, Joe, keep
Yo,
up.
these animations are it, bro. American Dad.
Like when even this guy, the black guy, went off his own series. Cleveland.
Yes.
And he has
Yes,
his
Hot
own
in
series
Cleveland,
too.
yeah.
Fam, Peter slept with his mother-in-law.
Fact.
Spoiler alert, oops. If you
Yeah.
haven't
And
watched.
it's weird because then there's Rick and Morty, who started off really, when was it? Like 2-3 years ago, if I'm not wrong,
Longer
or
than
5
that, yeah.
years ago. And they're able to do these things and nobody's judging them about it.
The conversations that they're having in these animations, you're like, wait.
Wild,
All-
yeah. So
all-
what's the difference between,
All Family Guy said was like something about like Nipsey Hussle. He's a rapper who's been shot dead, who we've been told that we need to care about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I'd actually say
I thought that was quite
who
funny.
we're caring about now because he's dead.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the
And,
thing.
and coincidentally, well, not coincidentally, if we are being honest, when Nipsey died, not so many people knew about Nipsey.
True.
Bro,
Not so many people knew
do you
Nipsey's
know
It's a
music.
what?
fact.
I will be
Yeah.
honest with you, and I'll say here, I am a retrospective Nipsey fan. And you know how I became a Nipsey fan? Not even after he died. Driving in different people's cars, and like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this? And like,
Nipsey, yeah.
bars. And I'm like, then I go back, and I'm like, yo, this guy, not only did he have bars, he was saying some real
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But we can still laugh.
Yeah.
True.
But now you see, you have to take into account them, the family watching. So there's the moral compass aspect and there's the business aspect. You're like, it's because we understand the kind of joke that was being delivered right there, you know, the deep-seated joke, or if it's not a joke, whatever was being delivered, we understand, we can see through it, and we're not being disrespectful to Nipsey. If anything, it doesn't change how we see Nipsey or how we take Nipsey.
True.
But not everybody's gonna take it like that. You know, London is not gonna sit down and take it like that. His family is not gonna sit down and take it like that. So I guess it's a dilemma of some sorts, a moral dilemma of some sorts
it's
for
one
them.
of those ones.
But they have to stick true to themselves.
I just like, I just want to laugh at shit, bro. Like, I just want to be able to laugh at shit.
True.
It's like, for example, it's like, you know, even when we were talking that dad stuff last week.
Yeah.
There are so many people who hear something like that shit was hilarious. But I know, like, a day is gonna come when somebody will be like, "You guys are so disrespectful to each other's fathers." Da, 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 da. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking tell them to go suck their mum.
Yeah.
And it's gonna this to be on top, you know, on site. Like, oh, I shouldn't talk about my dad. Go suck your mother. You know.
Yeah. So as we exit or get into another conversation, there's a series I'm watching on Netflix. It's called Travelers. Basically time travel. And spoiler alert, because for context sake and for the sake of the conversation, there's an episode where these guys have to travel back into time to try maintain history as it was, because
Okay.
there's another faction that's trying to rewrite
Change it, right, okay.
history to favor
Sounds
them.
dope.
Yeah.
Bro, it's amazing, right? So they found themselves in a situation where there's a scientist who would come from the future, and now, you know, you're meeting your heroes, the guys who created this and that,
Yeah.
guys who discovered this and that, so you also get the in-depth view.
Right.
So there's this episode that was addressing the atomic bomb issue and nuclear energy.
Right.
And these guys were so mad at the guy who had created some system that had been bought by the military, and now the military was using it for their own purposes.
Right.
And he asked them a very interesting question that, it knocked me off my chair, bro. So he asked them, if I was thinking about what the military was going to do with my invention, would I have invented it?
No.
Right.
And he had to take a minute and go like, wow. And if you're an artist, if you're a creative, if you're a creator, you have to be blind to the some repercussion. Okay, generally speaking, if it's, something that's not going to harm humanity, right? And this can be used for this, it's good for that, and that is going to make life so much easier, then let me go ahead and invent it. You'll get someone else who will take the invention and see a different use to it.
Yeah.
That's not your problem.
So basically, you're talking about men and podcasts.
Wow.
And that's the moral of the story.
Men should not have podcasts.
Wow.
So yeah, I
No,
guess
but that's
it's
crazy.
yeah.
I mean, if you apply that to your own life,
Yeah.
like I can look back at my own life, and there are things that I did. Fucking hell.
Yeah, if you paid attention, or if you knew that someone was gonna take your own invention and make something bad out of it. Let's not even use an invention,
Wow.
a song. If you
Yeah.
knew your song was gonna be used for something so terrible, so but like let's say there's a kidnapping that's happening and these kidnappers are playing your song because it gasses them.
Wow.
Wow,
There's no
that's-
you'd have thought of that.
No.
If you had thought that this was going to be the impact, you'd have thought twice about making that record. So
I'm
you have
about
to be
say something
blind
about
to-
work that's not good. So I'm not gonna say it, but
We're podding though.
yeah,
Say
we're
it.
putting. No. You know,
Might as
got
well.
me thinking about like things that you would have done differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, when you said that, I was just like, so does that mean we shouldn't regret a lot of the things that we do, or
You
a
can't.
lot of the decisions that we make?
You
Because
can't.
sometimes you do something thinking that it's for the
the better, and
for
it's
the
not.
better, yeah,
Yes.
and then it turns out not to be for the better, but not necessarily for you,
Yeah.
but for other people. You get what
Yeah,
I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
So you can't
Yeah.
really, but it's also a dilemma because
human, yeah.
am I meant to feel bad for this? Am I meant to feel bad about the decision I made, or am I meant to just live with it and be like, that's not what my initial outcome was gonna be. That's not how I would
Wow.
have, you know.
You'll have to go back to the absolute truth, which was I
What was
created
my
this out
intention?
of pure intention. Like
Yeah.
I didn't mean anything bad out of this, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you take yourself back to that situation, you'll make the same decision that you made.
True.
So you can't regret, even if it
I
didn't turn out that well.
I don't think it's a case of living with regret, but I think that as humans and as people, I think all of us are going to look back at areas of our lives that we could have done differently,
Oh,
or,
yeah.
or decisions that we could have made differently. I
Therefore.
think that's natural. I think also as you get older, because I think one thing I can say as I've gotten older myself is that I don't look back with so much regret. I look back to learn what not to do
In the future.
in the future. You get
Yeah.
me? So, for example, if I can save a day if I can save, if this took a week and I can do it in a day,
In a day, yeah.
well, let's find a way to do it in a day,
Yeah.
But I think in terms of looking back, that is a fucking crazy question.
It is.
Because in my own life, I look at my transitions, various work transitions. I think about even coming to Kenya. I think about all these things. It's like there's so many different routes, bruv. Like,
What if
that's
you
a
never
cra-
came to Kenya, bro?
do you know what? Honestly, I think about it a lot. And
Yeah.
for me, the hardest part when I look back is sometimes because I was so involved in the music industry.
Yeah.
Mad,
I
mad.
think to myself, like, did I leave too early? Because now, when you look at the UK music industry, I can say to myself, so many of my peers are at the top, or the highest level of the game. Like, as in not even small.
Yeah.
They're at the top of the game. You get me?
And maybe even some guys who are behind you.
And maybe even some guys
Yeah.
who were behind me. But then
Yeah.
I balance it out by holistically. And I say
Yeah.
to myself, would I have been the person I am now? Because I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with the process. I'm happy with what I've been through in the 254. And I'm happy what I've evolved into and what I'm becoming.
Yeah.
So you can't look back because there's no way you could add. Because, like when I go back to the UK now, it's like a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I go back there and there are so many people who are still doing the things that we were doing back in the day. But there are so many people celebrating things that when I look at it from a Kenyan context, I'm like,
It's not worth.
it's not really that exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like, I can honestly say I've evolved into a place of where I'm majorly happy.
Yeah.
But I also know that in the very short term, I have to make a seismic change.
Yeah.
Because if not now, then when?
Then when?
And I think anybody knows me knows what that means.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Wow.
Just story finya
I
like
the
hapo.
breadcrumbs.
Subscribe hapo.
By the way, in the chat room, what do you think I'm talking about?
It's the breadcrumbs.
Hansel and Gretel. Okay.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah.
All right, moving away. So,
Yes.
people who share their Netflix passwords.
What's up?
So Netflix has a new policy. I know this one you like, Jim. So they kept putting it out there that the sharing of password is going to be X,
Yeah.
right? So now they've introduced a new policy. So it's called an anti-password sharing method. So once every 31 days, your device must log in on your home Wi-Fi network or your account will be blocked.
What?
Thoughts?
Say that again?
So, Netflix has introduced the anti-password sharing method. Once every 31 days, your device must log in on your home Wi-Fi network or your account will be blocked. So they're basically just imprinting the
like
load
what Spotify
sharing.
do.
They do that.
Yeah, Spotify have this thing where they give you, like, you can have a family thing, but it works on your family network. Some bullshit like that.
So if we're a family and I'm living in a different house with a different network,
Well, that's your problem.
damn.
Yeah, so the head honcho has to, from their own network, they have to sign in.
They have to sign in.
every 31 days.
That's crazy.
That's the,
But
like I have so many
block,
questions.
Block my account.
Yeah.
That's deep.
That's
But
extreme.
But you know what? I guarantee you, they're gonna have to rescind that.
No, but
It's not
Netflix
gonna
are
work.
winning. This is marketing strategy.
No,
It's excellent strategy.
They are
Yeah.
gonna. I guarantee that.
Or to get more people to actually use their
We are
phone.
talking about Netflix
No,
right
it's
now, bro.
Netflix.
They've
But
won.
you see, Netflix revenue has dipped
Yes.
Yeah.
in the last year. They are going to have to rescind that. Let me give you an
and you
example.
said they're about controvery, so
Yeah,
this
like,
is in their
let me
DNA.
tell you, it's like one of those ones. Like, think about it, right? Let's say that we all share Netflix passwords, right? Do you know how quickly we're gonna become tired from that shit? Or we're gonna say, "Fuck you, lot. Let me go to fucking IPTV, or let me go to this, or go to that.
Yeah, it's a
Somewhere,
wrap,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go to the point of least resistance."
Convenience.
Yeah,
and it's
like-
happening right now, actually, if you
It's
look
like when
at
you
it.
look at like I have.
Say it.
Wait, no. I've seen people who have this thing called IPTV. Like, I go to my pal's house and he has IPTV, and this nigga is watching, like, he's watching, like, it's
Everything.
like you love Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's watching Love Island in real time, like the
This
day.
season not so much, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
the same way time it goes out, like all of this UK stuff that they're doing, and all of these UK
In real time.
yeah, in real time.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And I mean, it doesn't work for me. I
Go
mean,
plug us.
no, it doesn't work for me because, and the reason it doesn't work for me is it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
If I go to do something like that and it glitches more than once,
That's
You're
it.
done
the
for.
stuff, I'm done.
Yeah, that's
Buffering.
It's buffering.
convenience for you, yeah.
No, so for me, I
If
would
there's
always.
a chat room next to the screen, just give up.
Me, I would always, like, call me old
If
school.
you know, you know.
Yeah, I would always have the DSTVs and the Netflix. It's just the point. It's just quality.
Yeah.
You get me? But for some, so if they start doing that and then them can't use each other's Netflix pass, them will be like, you know what? F you guys. They'll
You know,
My-
Netflix had such nice little things like the movie sharing thing. I don't know if you
Oh
guys used
yeah,
to do.
but then
we
you
did
have
it.
yeah, we did it.
Like,
I used to do it at some point, like
yeah, it's- yeah,
consistently.
it's-
Oh, where you
so-
go like a watch party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
watch
watch
party.
party.
That was during COVID. That was pretty dope.
Man, I know you see such
but then you
ideas,
have to
bro.
be on Google to actually do that.
Oh yeah, the browser
The
matters.
browser, you have
Yes.
to be on the
Ah,
browser.
it's not even
And then
ndogondogo
look at
hizo.
Prime Video. Prime Video has that literally installed in their
Oh, yeah.
in their whatever app.
Hulu
Exactly.
and the rest. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. So, but I think also like
The Good
I have-
Company soon.
yes.
A streaming platform.
I thought we were.
No, like imagine
Behind
having
the paywall.
us on your smart TV. Like you can go to the Good
Oh, as an
Company
app.
as
Oh,
an
yeah,
app.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
without
yes.
doubt,
without
coming
doubt.
up.
Access all this content.
No, that's
the
coming. That's
pods,
actually-
the mixes and everything.
That's actually the yeah, that's coming.
That's
That's
what she
coming,
said.
and that's what. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, that's we see that's a logical.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
And you know what? That's one of the biggest frustrations that I have in terms of like even the digital output that we do with work and stuff. Like end of the day, like fam, the future is so clear in terms of the digital strategies that these places need to employ.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, it's like, the thing with like, and I had this conversation the other day, like COVID, it was good for the world to rest for 2 years. And for us to, like, in our lifetime, inshallah, in our lifetime, we'll never have the opportunity to spend the time we spent at home like we did during COVID. I mean, and everyone's forgotten about COVID and everything. Look, I've traveled the world, everyone's forgotten about COVID.
We want to forget about COVID.
Yeah, and it's fine, and but let's look back at COVID, bro, and we think about these bricks and mortar companies. Like, there was a real learning opportunity there, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I was in London the other day, it's like my aunt now, she works like 3 days a week in the office, 2 days a week at home. Us, or me,
There's an
Be
email.
specific.
Be back at work.
yeah,
I want to see everybody in the office.
yeah, like so bro. But yet, we delivered. Was it almost a year of radio
Yeah.
from this house?
True.
Yeah.
From this house,
Prior.
didn't miss a day.
Yeah.
True.
Didn't miss
Or
a
the
beat.
quality. Yeah.
Like
Those were good
working from
shows.
home. You was the producer.
Yeah.
Me and you'd move by then, right? Would you?
Yeah, wherever I was coming from. Yeah.
No, not house.
Eh.
Not house.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, because remember,
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I was here every.
You were here.
bro. I used to come and crash on your couches.
was it Mondays and Fridays, right?
Yeah, Mondays and
So
Fridays.
Oh,
imagine-
then
And
the
holidays.
next year is when you now
Fam,
switch to the other show.
bro, from
Yeah.
Andy and Never on the show from Galana Plaza. Mondays and Fridays, the shows were done here.
Branodo will never understand.
Brian will never fam, these guys used to like.
I love you, Brian.
These guys used to come. Josh would let. It wasn't just the night guards knew them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Andy was always early, and the days Andy would leave the club if he's DJing and come straight here.
bro.
So like
Ashley too.
like yo, geez, old time.
Straight to the office.
So,
Level 2.
but at 6 a.m.
Yo, we know,
We were on the
between
fucking
6
air.
and 10, you
Yeah.
can't compromise
You get
nothing,
me,
bro. Yeah.
Fridays were like a party, bro. Like
True.
Fabs would come.
You'd crash on the couch.
Redbone,
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
Thursday.
Redbone would come to the house on a Thursday when we would
Yeah.
and mix live from here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're telling me that somebody said that vibe was not good enough?
Yo, those were the best.
Who
shows.
said that?
This is the point I'm trying to make. So,
Yeah.
so for me, by the way, and I'll say it loud and clear, I have zero sympathy for media houses.
Traditional media.
Traditional media houses.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably
They
gonna
didn't
come.
adapt.
They can come to us next week and say, by the way, we're cutting corners and whatever. I feel nothing. I feel zero because because COVID gave everybody
The opportunity.
the opportunity to fine tune their digital offering.
That's true.
And as soon as guys were jabbed, diggers were like, we want to see you back in the office.
Yeah.
I have a question. Would you say that the media is in a position to influence advertisers and brands to bring their products to now this new media, this new generation of media, as opposed, because I also am looking at the other side of the coin where maybe it's the agencies and other brands that have media by the balls because they're the ones who are controlling the
Traditional
revenue.
media has lost control. I pitched last week. I pitched for agencies,
Not media.
4 agencies, digital agencies, and I'll be honest with you. They're like, okay, so they don't discuss radio.
No.
They
And I'll
don't
tell you
discuss radio.
this.
Like as in, I'm going to pitches and not seeing anybody from the places that I work.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. I told them to get into that space.
They
If
should
don't
be
wanna do
there.
it,
They
They should
should
be
be.
there.
Yeah.
They should be there. You know, listen, it's simple. When we were, let's talk about Homeboys. When we were at Galana Plaza, bro, think about the shit that we did.
Legendary.
Office invasion.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who remember, and I'm sorry that we're talking about radio here, but the office invasion was a thing where every week, us guys would take the show to a different company.
Yeah.
And we'd do the show. So we've opened KFCs. We've done the
Java.
shows from Java. We've done the shows from
Coquito.
Coquito, from
Yeah.
Nokia, from Microsoft, from APA, from Weetabix,
Oh,
Yo, Diani, Dubai,
Diani, Dubai. We were doing
Amsterdam.
that. We were
Yeah.
doing that 4 fucking years ago.
I know.
4 years, bro.
4, 5
4
years
years,
ago.
bro. COVID was 2 years ago, man.
So yeah,
Oh,
4 years
damn.
ago.
4
So
years
now-
ago, bro. Let that
so now-
sink in.
Now let that sink in. This is before COVID, right?
Yeah.
So now, yeah, we have COVID. We have the technology to work from home.
Yeah. Been having it.
We've been having it.
Yeah.
We were doing OBs.
Yeah.
Outside broadcasts.
I was outside broadcast
Yes.
from way,
Just
from way back then.
equipment.
Fam, we invested, like, you see the good company, us guys, we invested in that shit. We had our own shit.
Yeah.
When the guys signed off at the station on this deal to go here, to go and do this and that, we weren't getting no money out of it.
No.
Yep.
But we were so passionate about doing it. We would go and do an OB at Java. Take our equipment.
Yeah.
We'll go and do an OB in Dubai, in Diani. Take our equipment.
Big up
And make,
Maxi.
yeah.
Oh, Max,
Big
yeah.
up Max, big up Duncan. And
Zach,
take not
yeah.
1 cent. Not 1 fucking cent
Of the company's
from
money.
the company. We did it
Yeah.
because we wanted to do it. And for us now to tell our company for 4 fucking years to tell them you need to embrace digital. Fuck that.
For how long, bro?
And it's still not happened.
So when I say
date.
when I say I have zero sympathy, I speak from a position of fucking anger.
Yeah.
Because I've told people this is the future, and I hope they're watching, and they do not fucking implement.
In Swahili, we have a proverb that says, "Sikio la kufa halisiki dawa." The direct translation is, "A dying ear cannot respond to medicine." So as many times as you'd want to treat it,
the reason let me tell you why I'm so passionate about this, and let me just put it out there.
Let's pod.
Let me put it out there.
Yeah.
I love radio.
Yeah.
I fucking love radio. No matter what anyone says about wherever. That 4 hours I have in the morning, I love it. But I'm also a businessman. And I'm cognizant of the fact that the place that I operate, the place where I find joy, is going to continue to contract. So when I turn around and I say, guys, this is how you survive. This is how we protect the thing that I love. And no one listens.
It's painful.
Sour.
it's adios.
You know, it's what? Let's stay out here and take every cent until somebody wakes up and says, those guys are onto something.
Facts.
By that time, the cow has been milked dry, bro.
And that's what I'm
Completely.
saying. And I don't care whether it's Standard Group, Radio Africa, what's the other ones? Nation,
Nation, yeah.
K24, any of them. If they don't see what's happening in the digital space, who are we to raise our blood pressure to tell them? Because
There's
I
no
can
need.
talk, and I have told them with a clean fucking heart.
Yeah.
So if nobody listens and everything blows up outside, I feel nothing. And if anyone's upset with me saying that, come to my studio. And let's have a
They know
conversation.
your
And I'll
address.
show you the emails,
Yeah.
and I'll show you the pitch decks that I've worked on, and I'll show you the strategies that I've given these people that nobody has fucking listened to. I hope somebody shows them this podcast, because I'm speaking the truth.
I love it.
I know they're watching.
I
I
love
don't
it.
care. I'm like a donkey on steroids. Like Donkey in Shrek.
Donkey and Shrek. I love it. But also, I think it's also for brands to also realize that there are more platforms to use. Because right now, yes, traditional media has died down, but then they're so focused on influencers. Great. We love our influencers. We're here for the influencers. But then there's so much more out there, i.e. podcasting, you know? Yes, you pick individuals from podcast CTC to work with, but I feel like there's so much more power in numbers, you know,
And collaboration.
and collaborations as well. So like what we did with Eli, like those are two podcasts coming together on one platform, and that can do so much
Look at
for a
it on
brand.
another level. Look at it on an even bigger level than that, right? Yo, when all of these podcasters get together and create I'm not going to give you too much details because it's actually happening, and create that monolithic situation where they can give clients data. Listen, the accuracy that you can give somebody on YouTube numbers, like for example, I can tell you, last month 2 million blah 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 people watched the channel. Of that 2 million, 1.1 million were boys and the others were girls. This is where they live.
The demo to the T.
This is the time that they were on.
Numbers
This is
don't
the
lie.
other stuff that they wear, like the other stuff that they watch.
They listen to
Yeah.
you.
No radio station can
do
forget
that.
Geopol or whoever does these things. No Geopol can ever give you the level of accuracy that a YouTube free back end can give you. So
a
the
long
question I would ask all of these radio stations and all of these TV stations, what's stopping you from exploiting this and employing people who understand this space?
Facts.
What's stopping you?
Nail on the head. Oh,
Facts.
Because you know what's gonna happen now? You know how I feel. You know, let me tell you how I feel. Oh my God,
You
we're
guys
podding.
yeah, we're podding.
Let me tell you how I feel about all of this.
Let's go.
I don't know if any of you guys have watched Dave Chappelle's not Redemption song, the one before, Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Unforgiven, right? Where he says he took the Chappelle show to HBO
Yeah.
and they were like, we don't need this.
Yeah.
20 years ago. Then Comedy Central sold that same show to HBO 20 years down the line.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle said, "You didn't need my show then. So tell me, why do you need it now?"
Yep.
So what's going to happen is all of these media houses, and I hope they're watching and listening. I don't care. They're going to look and
Send
see.
them the link.
They're gonna look and see the digital space, and they have to understand. Like, you see people, someone like Eli. Eli's not in it for a joke.
No.
He's building his brand. He's building his business.
Yeah.
Ask guys what we're doing. There's the sandwich guys, what they're doing. TMI, what they're doing. What Over 25 been doing.
Facts.
What Even Guy is doing. What 1-2 TV is doing. What 2 and Billy, the car guy is doing.
Yeah.
What 2-man or 3-man army, what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and
Chop
on.
shop, double-sided tape.
What Chop Shop is doing, what
Yeah.
double-sided tape is doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're looking at us now. In 5 years' time, in 1 year time, we're gonna say to them, so why do you need us now?
Facts.
And it's interesting because one of my superiors at work one time just asked me, why can't we have the Andy that we have on the podcast on radio?
Because
What do you
because the
mean?
CAK will sue you pretty much. But what's preventing you from having jam session extra? Thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Fam,
It was
it's
there,
like-
by the way.
Yeah.
when you
true.
look at the former Homeboys YouTube page before it got jacked.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine the whole big station radio station YouTube page got jacked. Fam,
And I found out through the grapevine, imagine.
Trap Lab.
Trap Lab, yo, Jinx and Corinne.
Jinx and
You all did
Corinne.
something, and Frankie, you all did something,
Jinx,
bro.
Corinne and
Namoski.
Frankie.
Even when we Freestyle Fridays,
Oh,
those were
Ray.
lit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fam, those things are 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Man.
Where you're getting people to go and do bars
Yeah.
in a studio, right? Think about, I can tell you, if you go onto YouTube, there's something that we did, like it was about 12 years ago. It was called Swap Shop.
Oh,
And
yes,
basically,
yes.
we had all of the presenters. I didn't even have a beard then.
Yeah,
right?
you're fresh off the boat.
Fresh on the boat, right? There was,
Yeah.
I think, Mwalimu Rachel, myself, Della, Talia, John. I don't know who was ever in it. It's called Swap Shot.
Yeah.
And they asked different questions, right? Ruby used to do all of that, some
Ruby,
different stuff, right?
big up Ruby.
So I'm telling you, the blueprint was there.
Yeah.
The blueprint was there.
You all did something, man.
And everybody else has taken a blueprint outside of traditional media and run with it. Again, when they come, I'm going to ask them, why do you need us now? So, and like I say, I feel nothing because I've tried. I've said, let me produce this for you. Let me do that for you. Here's a strategy. This will work. Fam, I've set up people from other media houses to go to interviews to other media houses, to come here to do this, to do that. I've tried, because the only way radio is going to survive is if it works with what we're doing.
True.
Adapt.
It has to adapt.
Yeah.
But if they choose to go down the road where they die, I feel nothing.
A natural death.
And you know what's sad about it is? At the old Homeboys, we were overbloated. We had too much staff. We had 60 people that would die for the brand.
Yeah.
When I say that I feel nothing if these guys don't embrace digital, guess what? I can tell them to their face. 90% of the people in their offices also
dipping.
care nothing.
Yeah.
Those are the truths that they don't want to talk about. Those are the truths that they're afraid to talk about.
Swallow that pill.
But that's the thing. Why?
That's what it
like,
is.
what's why?
That's the
Here's the
question.
thing.
That's
Here's
the
the thing.
question.
Why?
Here's the thing.
Unaona
Let me-
wanakula,
let me
and
tell you.
maybe the way they're eating, they don't want nothing to change.
Let me give you a parable.
Yes, master.
I'm trying with my inner Ryla,
Sensei.
right?
Sensei.
When I was coming into this industry, the only thing I ever wanted to do was work at the BBC. That's the only thing I ever wanted to do. Man, I wrote applications. I saw my friends get put on, and I'm like, yo, man, this shit's never gonna happen for me. One day it happened. I got there, started working there, and after spending 5-6 years there, I was like, for fuck's sake, I can't even say crap on air, else I'm gonna get slapped with a warning. This is not what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
completely different from the pirate
And it's
radio that
completely
you're
different
doing.
from pirate radio.
Yeah.
The analogy I'll give you is now. In all those years ago when I left the BBC, I thought to myself, what a dinosaur. I wish that it was like pirate radio.
You had it good. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had it good.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Digital is pirate radio. That's the parable. That's what it is.
Damn.
Can't even say anything after that. Bro. Let that simmer.
Yeah, what else have we got that's not
Damn.
about? You know, really, and before we move off of this work topic,
Yes.
do you realize over the last year, we've spoken about work
Yeah.
a lot on this podcast. And as Chinua Achebe says, things fall apart.
And other short stories.
Another short stories. Anyway, that's dark. Let's go.
Do we have time for more? We keep it going. Like 10
Producer,
minutes.
yeah.
That's how we go.
Alright,
which
cool.
which artist are you dropping your fiance for?
What?
I don't know if you saw this Kelly Rowland.
Yo.
100%.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this story of there was an exchange between a guy and his fiance. I don't know the term fiance,
I saw that.
yeah. Because of the Beyonce concert, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, I saw that.
Shorty's hitting the man them up, going like, babe, you know I love you, nini. I don't want a birthday gift. I don't want Valentine's.
I want
All I
tickets to
want is
Beyonce.
yes. I just want a ticket to Beyonce's concert. But now the guy is like, but we've been working to save money,
For a house.
invest in a house, do this and this. We have to be disciplined and stick to the course. And the short of the long is they ended up breaking up because of that one
Yeah.
conversation.
Because of Beyonce?
All Shorty wanted was to go see Beyonce, but because it's the guy who was holding
Yeah.
both their monies,
Right.
she wanted the prodigal son. She wanted her cut so that she can go and splander it and
Yeah,
then now come back and
Not
work
only
it
that,
out.
While Beyonce is happily married.
yes,
I told you she's
happily
toxic.
married.
So
And
I
after
saw
telling
that.
after babes to quit their jobs in her album.
I know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
she goes back to work
Yes,
herself.
But you know what?
and you seen
Andy.
how much she's charging for the Renaissance tour, bro.
Like those tickets are not cheap. I saw that.
damn.
You know what? And I also think that like Beyonce, right? She puts the work in on her concerts.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
You
does.
saw what she did for Dubai, so
Yo.
I get it. So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now it's
Yes.
like what I got from that conversation is how well thought out the man's responses were.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, babes, listen, we've been saving for a house. We want to move in together, whatever it is, buy a house, right? We said we're gonna cut out on expenses.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Like,
now.
yeah, like
Yes.
just like even if I leave work tomorrow, I have to cut out on expenses.
Yeah.
So I would, the days when I be like, yo, pizza for everyone, chicken for everyone. You come, you'll drink water. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's be real, right?
There's rice in the house.
There's rice in the house. But you know what? My
Lord.
grandmother used to always say to me, it's a Jamaican proverb. It's like, if you want good, your nose have to run. Meaning, if you want something good, you have to make the sacrifice. You
True.
know what I'm trying to say? So now you tell me, and I want the ladies who are watching the podcast, I'm talking to you,
And the lady here.
and you too, right?
All three of them.
All three of them. No,
Wow.
actually, I know.
There's
Actually,
two?
There's more women watching us now. Like we're
Of
like,
course, there's more babes watching us,
welcome.
bro.
Like,
Have you
I know.
seen us?
yeah, that too. No, but
You wish it was you.
there used to be so much more man them.
Yeah, I do.
But now it's kind of like 60-40.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
the amount of babes who walk up to me in the bathroom and they're like, "Oh my god, I only watch the mics because you're there."
The Ashley effect.
Ashley-
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
it brought
bring it
babes
in.
on
I
here.
love
Yeah.
you guys. I
Yeah.
love
The
you.
experiment worked.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Your contract has expired.
yeah. Now that we've got the chicks,
It can
get
never.
lost, right? But the
Yes,
thing
yes,
is,
yes.
the I don't know. I'm old. I forgot what I was saying. The
babes in the comment
babes in
section.
the comment section, right?
Yes.
And I want you to be honest. Let's say you have a good man. And a good man is relative, but you have a man that you can plan a life with, or you've decided. Austin's laughing because in his parallel universe, he's a good
He's
man.
a good
He is
man.
a
Yeah.
great man.
As far as he's concerned.
As far as he's concerned, right? But let's
Yeah.
say you have a man, you have a partner who you think you can plan your life with, right? And you've been saving towards, let's not even make it a house. Let's make it, you've been saving towards, like your
iPhone
first
15.
car or whatever, And then let's just say this, yeah. How would you feel if that man came to you after you've been saving and then says to you, oh, by the way,
Drake is in town.
Drake is in town. The tickets are 100K. I know we've been saving, but I want to go and see Drake.
Not for Drake.
You see,
Not for Drake. The boy.
No.
Nah.
And if
You
it
have to
was
let
you,
me go watch the boy.
No.
Andy, I'm allowed you to take this over. You see,
The boy.
No, wait, it's
Nah.
'cause-
I'm
okay.
taking your money too.
you see.
We will start from
No,
negative. I
If
don't
it's,
care.
If it's for Andy, I'll let him because I know he's
The boy
he's in Drake's DMs like that.
Hey Ashley, man, you've
But
revealed a bit too much,
This is
man.
what I'm saying, though.
That
but,
was not supposed to get out there,
But
man.
this-
I was just wishing him happy birthday, man.
but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, and for those who don't know, this is Drake's number one fan, quite rightly so, you know. But what the point I'm trying to make is, do you see how quick she said not Drake?
Nah, she accepted though.
No, okay,
Yeah,
but
but yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
How
Yeah,
I
she
look
said
at
no,
it
yeah.
is, do you really, really want it? Also, what are your look at Andy?
What
He's
do you
like,
think?
bitch, yes, I want
I
it.
will leave you for Drake.
So do you? How much do you want it? Also, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do to make it up? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're taking the money, we've saved like 1 year for this cash.
Yes.
In the next 2-3 months, what are you gonna do to actually make it back? So it's meant to be a discussion.
No, fam,
I'm looking at it from Beyonce's point of view, and I'm like, yes, that is my worth. That is. Imagine how happy Beyonce is seeing that. Yes,
Yeah,
that
but
is my worth.
the heartbreaking relationship.
You've sorted Beyonce out for the
But,
next 5
you
years.
know,
She's
but
good.
what I didn't like was her tone. Her tone was so like you like almost saying like, oh bitch, because you won't buy me tickets to Beyonce, you don't love me. Like,
Yeah. So
the
now,
fuck?
yeah, it's
But
because
you
of
don't.
Beyonce
It's
that
Beyonce.
Ashley would pull such a move
Yo, I
if it's
will.
Beyonce. I swear.
Oh my! Let me. Do you guys know
If
that
it's
I was almost a Beyonce once upon a time? Like I used to sing.
Oh my God, here we go.
No, listen. I used to sing.
I think you were drunk in love.
Good one.
I used to say so. Beyonce is my boo. You know,
Damn.
if I ever meet Beyonce, I'll be like, I was meant to be you.
So for you, you'd end your relationship for Beyonce,
Not
and
necessarily.
for you, Kelly Rowland. G, Kelly Rowland for you.
But any day, like listen, like, the day that Kelly Rowland says G, like it's a rap.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yo, Kelly, fine
Fuck
though.
everything else.
Always, I have
should be in Kelly's
always said
DMs,
that.
man.
Like, listen, I have a picture with Kelly from I had a picture with Kelly. I don't know what the hell it is. Like, you know those days when phones were 2 pixel. You young people will not understand.
Flex on them, G.
You know,
yeah.
you youngers.
Flex
phones
on
used
them,
to be
yeah.
2 megapixels. This, whatever this is.
To 56
Whatever
GB.
this-
Yeah. Fam, you used to those days,
Yeah.
if you had 4 GB on your phone, you
You're
were
balling.
balling.
Yeah.
So back in the days of 2 pixel cameras, I took a picture with Kelly Rowland. Fam, you could just see like the sweat on my face, the nerves, and her makeup was just flawless.
Oh yeah,
Like
I can
flawless.
imagine. How did
And
she smell,
can
bro?
oh my God.
Divine, right?
Can I give you my Kelly Rowland story?
Yes.
So my Kelly, I don't know if I told you this before. So I did some charity work with her back in the Destiny Child's Day. So this would have been in the early 2000s, huh? So we went to a school in East London, and she was like the guest of honor, and I was the MC and stuff, right? So I got to meet her, and that's where I took the sweaty ass picture. So it would have been like early 2000s. Then I interviewed Destiny's Child, her, Beyonce, and Latavia and Latoya before they were kicked out the group. I interviewed them when they released that song with Timbaland, Get Off the Bus. I think that, can't remember which album that was. It was The Writings on the Wall. Wow, their second album, I think it was. Right? So, fast forward to 2008. I'm now in Kenya. Right? And I used to go back and forward to London quite a lot because I hadn't settled myself out there. So, I go back to London, I go back to the radio station. Kelly is doing the guest show on Breakfast.
With
So-
Dottie.
Huh?
With Dottie.
No, this is before Dottie. So I'm not sure who it was with those days. I can't remember. Anyway, so I'm coming back to Kenya like a few days later, and I'm like, yo, Kelly Rowland in it. Because in those days, I'm loving the game. I've got Mary J. Blige interview. I've interviewed
Jay-Z drops.
Jay-Z.
Come on.
I've interviewed
50.
You know, I've interviewed Biggie Smalls' mom. Like, guys, Austin was there. I've got interviews going left, right, and center. Like, you know, like you listen to Homeboys Radio, and I'm like, yo, today I'm talking to Biggie's mom.
You're like, what?
Today I'm talking to Mary J. Blige. You know,
Yeah.
that's how we came into the game,
Yeah.
heavy
Yeah.
like that. You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go to the radio station, and she's there with her handlers. I say to her manager, I'm like, yo, can I get like 15 minutes with Kelly? And they're like, no, she's too busy. You know, she's just finishing. She's going to move to, you know, managers do.
Yeah.
Kelly comes up. She's like, yo, what's up?
Oh,
how you
man.
doing? And I'm
Oh.
like, yo, well, listen, I wanted to do a quick interview with you, but these guys are saying that like, he's like, nah, come on.
Look at you.
Calls me in, and actually, so that we did an interview for Homeboys Radio.
Oh wow.
Damn, I'd be weak in the knees, bro.
So like even those days playing drops like This Is Kelly Rowland, The Only
Yes.
Way to Wake Up
Yes.
is with G Money in the morning on Homeboys Radio. She did that after we did the interview, and that interview was not done for there. It was done for
For
here.
here.
Wow.
So it's talking about Kenya and stuff and all that
Oh,
stuff. And
wow.
stuff. I'll find it one day because I've started to post all of my old interviews onto SoundCloud. And the thing about it is, that was human. That was a very human
Left that
experience.
impact.
She saw me, she remembered me,
Yeah.
and was like, "Fuck you, let's go and do this 15-minute thing." It was about half an hour actually.
Wow.
But that's how heavy Homeboys came into the game.
Yeah.
Like we came into the game heavy, like Reg 32, Mavado, all these people on Homeboys.
Sepetuka
Damn.
manzegezwa
You know what I
killing,
mean?
bro.
So I can so if I can say to you that I can look and say, man, end of the day, what we've evolved into, there's tinges of disappointment. I can say it because we put the work in.
I mean, you had drops
But that's not
from
about work. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
came, drops from
you had
50 Cent,
drops from
Nas.
Jay-Z,
We
honey.
came in
Rock
Rick
heavy.
Nation. Rock Nation was in here deep.
And Jiman is still getting 50 likes on Instagram.
Listen,
Yo,
respect
G, show them
this
some
man.
thighs, bro. Show some skin, man.
We need a first
They
round.
don't care about Jay-Z.
But you know what's funny?
Show us the first
Like,
round.
you know what's really funny about like social media? Like it's the funniest thing. Like I always say to myself, like even my numbers like on IG will never grow as fast as somebody who's breaking out now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But if the work that we did then was being done now, shit would be global.
No, but you can change this, bro.
No, bro. Me, hands up. Me, I'm done.
No, I think you still have more left in you before you're
No,
done.
I'm not
What,
saying-
just one more stunt, just one more.
One more stunt.
Yeah,
It's coming.
drop a sexto, bro, and then just quit it.
No, but what
hit
I'm-
$1 million and then you're out.
You're
I know,
done.
like I
Yeah.
said, I think there's a change I need to make
Okay.
in order to go to my next phase of greatness. You know
Are
what
you
I'm trying to say?
rebranding?
Am I rebranding?
Some hair, probably.
Wrap it up.
Oh, okay, Calvin. You know what I mean?
You should have been on this seat.
No.
I was telling my jokes to the screen when I was watching those episodes.
No, but bro,
Oh, you've had FOMO for 2 weeks, huh? That's the
I
problem
was
here.
like, yo, you guys didn't see? Come on, guys, it was right there.
oh man, but,
You're not
but
killing me.
I just think that I'm happy to operate in a space and seeing everybody evolve. You know, like
Yeah.
that's the space. And I think if I look about it, if the guy who came here with all of these dreams, the guy is still there, still has all of these dreams, but the next project and the next thing is gonna
Blow your
blow
mind.
people's minds because they're not gonna see it coming. And you know what the greatest thing about it is, it's already happening.
Oh, damn, I want to put my money on it. Me and you should put our money on it.
My money is in it.
What are you calling? What is this big surprise or shift that
No,
you think
guess.
this is talking about? I want us to put some money on it.
Oh, like
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
No.
I think G is getting married, bro.
How
Eh?
you
Yeah.
no.
Element of surprise. Let me
Sorry.
lie to me, bro.
No, but
now
like-
I know it's not that.
It was-
Now I'm disappointed. Damn.
Were
At
you
least
getting a little bit
that's out of the
excited?
way now.
No, I have one more surprise, one or two more surprises left.
I think G's about to become a rapper.
A rapper?
A rapper.
Nah.
Swear, actually, no. He's about to drop his hottest R&B album.
Nah.
Do you hear him singing? There's so much passion
Yeah, I don't
in
want
it.
to hear him singing
The
anymore.
R&B. The
No,
R&B in
I've
him
had him
has to
singing on his
come out.
Insta story. That's why I've had the man sing.
No, I think honestly, like I look at like honestly, I didn't even know how I got into this phase of my life.
Yeah.
The whole phase?
And the whole phase has always been there. But like the I know this phase of like coming into Kenya and radio, it just happened.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough that like God is showing me so many signs right now. Like every time I try to step back and say I shouldn't do this, God is like, I got you. So like, you know, every blessing you know becomes a curse. And there's some projects that have come up that I need to give full attention to if I'm going to maximize those opportunities, not just for myself but for everyone. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones like right now I'm happy with decisions that I've made, and I'm just in a good space. And yeah, it is what it is, man.
Watch
Yeah.
this space, man.
Watch your space.
Watch this space.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm good, bro.
All right, this
Yeah.
has been the mics are open. My name is G Money.
Andy,
Ashley.
Andy,
Yeah, way.
sorry,
Oh,
I forgot
it's
ladies
usually
first.
you.
Yeah, it's usually me before you. Man.
And by the way, shout
Yeah.
going out to Calvin, who's got the shits. So
Remind everybody. It's
like
okay.
his stomach is running, like his dad running.
I was gonna plug the live, but
Oh shit! Don't forget, you finished it. Have you
No.
stopped it? Before
Yo.
this weekend, tomorrow it's all about the Sandwich Podcast.
You're
Yes.
serious?
Yeah.
With a straight face after saying that?
What?
like that was a proper like drop mic. That's why I was like, I was gonna plug that.
Listen, the Sandwich Podcast tomorrow night, Saturday night. They are at Winning Post. They have
Yes.
their live. It's called Toxic Valentines. Tickets still available. Please get those. The tickets for our live go on sale on Monday. I wanted those guys to have a good run, so then we start having our tickets going out on Monday.
Yep.
So see you tomorrow. Toxic Valentine at the Winning Post with the Sandwich Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.